Good morning. It is Monday, October 22nd, 2018. You're listening to RadioFreeRadford.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Radio Free Radford, follow us on Twitter at Radio Free Raddy, and like us too. And you can also catch us on Instagram at Radio Free Radford. And for weather information, you can search up RU Weather 1. That's RUWEATHER, the number 1 on Twitter and Instagram. Boy, this morning we were very, very cold. We got down to 30 degrees outside here at Radford University this morning. We are quickly rising. We're still in the upper 30s this morning. As you're listening to us live, obviously this will then be a pre-recorded broadcast by the time this is all finished up and said and done. But yeah, this morning, folks, we woke up to some frost and some sunshine out there. We'll get up to 65 today with mostly sunny skies, low of 42. The good news is that the freeze warning is now allowed to expire finally after our temperatures have finally rose above 32 degrees this morning. And you can tell it's Monday. We're out there. I'm already out here kind of getting things, temperatures all mixed around. But anyway, so hoping every one of you had a wonderful family weekend with your family. And if they came around to visit, I hope you had a chance to spend some time with you. My family came up from Martinsville. And we went around to show them around here, and we went out to Christiansburg for a little while and did some family to spend some time with them as well, and it was very nice to see them. Again, it's been about 8 weeks since we've seen our families, but others, they make a comeback. It seems like every weekend, some make a comeback every weekend. And obviously, if you live here in Radford, you're not but, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on where you're at. If you have to get on 81 and get off of 81, you know how that traffic works. And that nature too. Obviously, the cold weather will be sticking around for the next several nights, except for tonight, because it's still going to be kind of a little bit warm, I should say, mild. We'll take that temperature coming into play. So this morning, we are watching no tropics here in our area, but as you head towards the Pacific, Mexico area, we got one hurricane, and actually two hurricanes out there this morning, and they're going to get some heavy rain to parts of Texas and Mexico out there, and it could play an influence to our forecast as we head towards the end of the weekend. And a lot of people are saying, oh no, Halloween's next week. Well, is it going to mess with that? Well, we're still kind of a week out from that point in time, but if I were to go out and take a limb and say, what is it going to be looking like for Halloween? Well, right now signs are pointing to cooler temperatures, maybe some rain possibly, but thanks we'll have much of a better understanding. I'd say by Thursday of this week, and that will be beneficial news to most out there. Those who are planning to maybe do something around Halloween around here. If you're planning to go to a gathering or maybe pass some candy around campus, just be careful with that, obviously, and take it very safe. Your safety is very important. Excuse me. And if you're planning to maybe, dress up, kind of keep it to a low minimum out there with it, because several states now are taking to a consideration of banning those of ages 13 or 16 and younger are actually, that some states have banned dressing up for some kids now, because it's now getting to a legal point where it's not, you're at that age right there, or yes, you can still dress up, but they don't want you wearing all these masks and kind of, scaring folks just to be scaring them. But I know some people think, well, that's what Halloween's all about. Well, if that's what you think, I'm not going to dive into opinionated topics this morning, but just play it safe out there, folks. That's all I have to say for that. But if you're planning on doing anything around here campus-wise, just to make an enjoyable time, and just be careful of where you're going and what you're doing while you're celebrating next week's Halloween holiday. How about that? And we also, let's see what else has been going on in the weather world. There was a earthquake south of our area, not here, but parts of Tennessee this morning. Woke up to I think it was a 3.2 maybe magnitude earthquake. Maybe less than that. I have to go and do a little bit more research, and I'll let you know about that coming up later in the week. And so that's kind of interesting. Shifting plate tectonics. You get that. The earth rumbling below us, and those plate tectonics just slide across each other, and causes those earthquakes to happen. Thankfully, we're not along any fault lines here along the East Coast, and because if we were and we had active situations such as the San Andreas Fault out there towards California, we might be a little concerned for that. But thankfully, we are not new to a prone active earthquake area. Yes, we have had earthquakes in the past. Obviously, back 6 years ago in August, August 2012. We all are very, very familiar with the famous earthquake that took place in Mineral, Virginia. That's just outside of the Richmond corridor, up towards that area. I believe it was a 6.7 magnitude. I believe it is, and kind of caused some devastation up towards there. And a lot of people are remember that for sure. I was just a rising sixth grader at the time, and here I am 6 years later, I'm a freshman. So, boy, time sure does fly. But obviously, kind of interesting to see how that all played out. And speaking of days, we're going to go back to that now. We're kind of all over the place this morning, so we're trying. There's no guest on today, but we're trying to work it on. Maybe this week I'll have a couple of them or not. We'll see, but if not, it'll just be an all solo week, and you and I will just be. You'll be hearing me talk over the next few days or so. Moving on to the countdown. So obviously Halloween is now 9 days away. Fall. If you're planning, obviously we will be falling back on our daylight saving time is coming to an end. 13 days away. Thanksgiving is 31 days away. The wonderful Black Friday shopping is 32 days away. Christmas is only 64 days, and New Year's Day is 71, and New Year's is 70 days until we wrap up 2018. My goodness, the year's flying by. Seems like we just keep flying by every year. Obviously, they say time flies when you have fun, and that is the truth. Truth be told, it is actually seeing that occur out there too, and that's a good thing to see maybe. And those of you who don't want the time fly, I always say, I wish I could grab a hold of a clock and just freeze it there. Well, if we had that ability, please let me know, and maybe we'll do some investing with that. Also, let's see here. Coming up on our shows today, we're moving up. Our team is growing so much. We'll have Blake Holmes coming in, along with Isaiah Adair. I've been getting his last name wrong, so I do apologize about that, Adair. And Blake Holmes from 12 to 1. Also coming up here on the show today, I think we may have some new host here on today. Maybe, no, that is tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We want to obviously welcome on. I do apologize if I do mess your name up. Austin Cherry will be on. He's brand new with us. DeAndre Butler. We also have Joe Gerhardt and Linwood Walker. They are our brand new staffers we do have here at RadioFreeRadford.com. I think it all started with me. No, I'm just kidding. I started here as a I don't know if I'm the only freshman here, but obviously there are a couple of more, younger upperclassmen mostly on this podcasting broadcast show. And we're very excited. Everybody's growing and very interested into radio broadcast. And good news to see there. And so anyway, moving back from Blake Holmes to Isaiah Adair from 12 to 1, you can continue to listen to great hits until 5 and 6 tonight. Zach Petty will have his show coming up, and then I'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And then after that, we'll just have our normal shows throughout the remainder of the afternoon and late evening hours. Also, with it being today is National Nut Day, and basically meaning whether you crack them, you peel them, or bust them open, they already have for you. You can agree that the nut trees, obviously, is celebrated through the world as a celebration of the Liberation Food Companies and the UK's only fair trade farm owner nut company, in hopes to raise awareness of fair trade nuts and encourage a healthy diet. So join the fun and see what's all cracked up about to be as you're getting some pecans, however you want to say it, almonds, cashews, walnut. Let's see what else. There's banana nut. I could be here all day if I could list them. And a couple of facts: nearly 88% of people surveyed responded that they like or love nuts, and only 24 people 24 people surveyed in response said they hate nuts. And obviously, we have nut allergies out there, so, obviously we can understand that purpose of being said. So you can, if you have an allergic reaction to a tree nut, anyway, moving on from that subject, I'm personally not allergic to nuts, but those who are, anyway, moving on to that, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up with you on this Monday. And I know it's just Monday. We're getting started the work week once again. Tomorrow, we're going to hopefully maybe have a guest on here, or maybe Wednesday. We're trying to work on something. If you are interested in being a guest here on Radio Free Radford, please let me know. And obviously, we'll let Tristan Blake Grimes, who's our general manager here at the radio station, we'll get you situated up, and we'll be more than happy to have you. If you want to talk about sports, maybe he's all about sports, I tell you. And his Patriots won yesterday, so he's a very happy camper on this Monday, and so am I. And so there you go. Moving on from things with that, we hope you make it a great day. Continue to listen to great hits on RadioFreeRadford.com, and tune back in at 12 o'clock today with Blake Holmes and Isaiah Adair.